Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll be continuing our alternate history of the world series after the, Cold War has begun in the last episode. As you can see, you have the more Western, Eastern, and Imperial nations. But one of the first things to happen is that in this country, which started leaning towards more like of the brown team, well, some people didn't like this. And this is a more Western forces started a rebellion. And they are towards the Western regions, they tend to be. With them tending to want, their ideology. And yeah. And, they have quickly taken over half the country. But, suddenly, it's not just a two-sided civil war, it's a three-sided one. With rebels rising up throughout the red area. And just to let you know, they also rose up in the blue area. A lot more in the blue area, even rising up over here. Quickly, these forces managed to do this. And they managed to create themselves as more of a nation. And, that's not the only civil war that breaks out. The civil war between the same, characteristics. Except, it starts to lean less Western. Western forces rise up. And non-Western forces rise up. Which these are actually aligned, but they don't want to join together. And as the green team here is the coast. But then the same thing breaks out in this nation. With the blue nation government being considered irrelevant. And, people want westernization, I guess. With the Westerner forces rising up. And the non-Western forces rising up. It probably would spill out into a lot more countries. And yeah, now see what them have borders. Rapidly escalated. And let's look at this one. With green team forces, kind of showing the government who's boss. With red team forces then counter-invading the region. And then they move in to occupy parts of the northern and western parts of this expansionist nation. With them managing to, this red team, with the help of the other red forces, because they're touching each other, which are actually democracies, despite having the color red, they managed to overwhelm both their enemies with enough support from the west, easily being able to support offensives from the north. And the northern democracy is victorious. Though, it's not that well in the south. For any of the forces. Now every nation is starting to have to pick a side. It's seeming like victory is going to the Angola green forces. And then they take the exclave over. As we can tell, democratic victories in the north, imperial victories in the south. So let's see the new borders. It's about the 1990s. Now nations are being forced to make a choice. With the remaining Ethiopian from the fall of Ethiopia state declaring its independence. Not independence, joining the brown team. But a few of these nations over here decide to join the blue team. These nations will be the ones included. But the other two are a bit, probably not the best idea, but they decide to team up with the brown team based on their government, I guess. Turkey wanting to expand, probably, so they should just turn on the person in charge of them. With Nepal and Bhutan forced to join a side, so they pick the most obvious. With Indonesia and the Philippines being forced to side, the blue side. With Europe being in a bit of trouble. And the world as a whole is headed for a conflict. Thank you for watching today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out. Not until you subscribe. Bye, guys.